back. Today we're going to talk about what it means to have a filter as a counselor. A filter is really important as a counselor because we work with a lot of clients and we get to hear a lot of experiences, a lot of situations, a lot of things going on with our clients. And when we're taking in all this information, it can be very burdensome and very downtroddening. And I'm sure if you've worked as a counselor for any period of time, you've probably had people come up to you and say, how do you do it? How do you listen to all this and be able to go to sleep at night and be able to go home and not take it home with you? And that's the thing, is as a counselor, you can't take things home with you. You can't just take all this stuff upon you. And so that's what a filter is. So having a filter is the ability to take in information and leave the emotion out of it. And so you're taking in the facts, you're taking in all the information, all the situation, and you're not allowing the emotion presented by your client to enter as well. So as a counselor, what does this look like? What does it look like to have a filter during your counseling session? What you'll do is you'll ask your client to tell you about what's going on, what's their presenting problem, what's their situation, what's the issue that they're experiencing. And as they're presenting this information, as a counselor, you are taking in the information. You're allowing the client to present the information, allowing them to be emotional about it, allowing them to be themselves about it. But as a counselor, you are clearly allowing just the information to come through. So imagine your fingers are a barrier. And so through your fingers, the only things you're allowing to come through is the information. Whereas on the other side of your hand, on the other side of your fingers, is the emotion of your client, is the sadness or the depression or whatever. And so you're bringing all this information basically as facts. And you're gathering that information in order to properly evaluate it, in order to properly assess it, in order to put it in order to help your client to better rationalize what's going on. And so why is this important? Why is this important as a counselor? Number one, it's important because as a counselor, you have to be able to rationally evaluate what's going on with your client. And sometimes when you take on the emotions that your client is presenting along with their issues, it takes away your ability to rationally think about it. And so you have to just really take things in as facts so that you can rationally evaluate what's going on with your client. A second reason is by taking things in just by facts and without the emotions, it keeps you from taking things personal. The situation that somebody might have experienced, you don't take on the emotions with it, and therefore you don't take things as personally. A third reason is we can better assist our clients when we don't take on the emotions involved, because we're not engaged emotionally in the situation, and therefore we're not going to be responding emotionally. Our job is not to respond to a situation, but to help a client to better best evaluate and assess a situation, and then how to respond and do something different in the situation in the future. So by having that filter, we're going to go through this again. You're able to, one, better assist your clients with evaluating and assessing their situation by just taking the facts. Number two, you're not taking things personal because you're not taking in the emotions that are involved with the situation. And number three, you're able to respond in a rational way because you're not emotionally engaged to the situation by taking on the emotions. So there it is. There's having a filter and the importance of having a filter while working with your clients. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. Please feel free to check out some of my videos. I have some activities that you can do with your clients. I have some other educational things on how to work with a client and what those look like. If there's any videos you want in the future, please let me know. I'll be happy to explain things further and be able to further educate you on how to meet with your clients and work with them in a professional way. Thank you.